In Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Monday, down. You want it? Man, that's trash. That's trash.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss, up past the 25. To the 26, a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Jake Ryan. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch the right. Nice, sweetheart.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So likely a 3 and out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
Their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check the backer. 6, pull it high. Check 24. Check 52. Here we go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Watch the screen. Whoa. He's coming.
Here's Foles. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Jaguar first down.
25 to Mike. Exit. Under. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Feed and full. Jump. Yes. Protein spell.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the off. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Foles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just a bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of
55, my God, 55.
Now on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 47 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 24, check 24. Undercut. What we got? Check out.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Man up, deep. Check 20. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Check.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check safety. Hey, check. General Woods. No. Off. Alert 3.
Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You're mine.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Down. New lady.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check pass. Check pass.
Here's Carr to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The 50-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Raider 2. Check 3. Check 3. Easy, easy. Kill. Blue draw Corkers. Check white 47. Check white.
To throw his car. They'll find his tight end. That's A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Down. Wide 80.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
White Monday.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it.
Hey, Alpha.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Express.
Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
On first down, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
What now? Blue 80. 57.
Man out.
9.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
To throw again on second down. Carr got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
It's our field.
47 Mike. 734.
Carr to throw again. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, we're good. 180. White Monday down. Topper.
Check me out.
Purdue.
Jim. Bang.
Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you get.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Check. Crouch. Deuce right, chief. 7's the mic, folks. 7's the mic. I'm coming.
This will be caught by Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57. Mike, 57.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down. 185. You can't block me. White. Twist. 57, the Raider one. Set the turn.
Carr now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the twist. Side down. Hey, 734.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
What we got?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there.
From the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play. That's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Down. Go, Eddie. Know your job. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down. That's it.
Carr going to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the Jaguar first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Flat. Hey, shoulder. Get it.
Foles. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 13. X3. 218. Chop.
Here's Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
12.
Now Foles. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, the Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
On play action, now Carr. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93. That's it.
To throw again. Carr. He's going deep for Brown. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 29, Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Brown with his stick skills. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
At the 46-yard line.
Down. 180.
Mike 47. You run.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is The tally on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We're good. 180.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
What we got? What we got?
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. Rush in. Rush in.
13.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Right here. Right here. Mike 55. Mike.
Pick.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down at Arizona. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time, Carl throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 16 yards, a first down. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides.